Hey guy. Uh. mm, Hey guys. So, for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been pretty much consuming only water to drink. Which reminds me of a time when, not so long ago, I had to have an intervention due to the amount of energy drinks that I had consumed. So a few weeks ago, I filmed this episode of My Life Narrated. And in it, I had a monster. Or 2. Or 10. Either way, number doesn't really matter right now. I had a large amount of energy drinks in a very, very, very short amount of time. Now, in the time of filming that video, it was about half hour to 40 minutes of recording. And I consumed about 10 cans worth of Monster Energy in that time, which is not very healthy for you. The can alone counts for about 2 servings, and you're not supposed to have more than about 2 or 3 in about 8 to 12 hours or so. So you can see my dilemma when I completely went past that amount. It started off as me being just kind of thirsty, and then it escalated a little more. Yeah, it was not one of my brightest times. But point is, once I had about 10 monsters, and I was wrapping up the video as I do, I really was in not the best of conditions. So I started about halfway through the video when I started to feel the shaking and jitteriness, and my stomach really hurt. And then it just kind of escalated from then until the end of the video. Now once I turned off the camera, I didn't have any more immediately because I felt so terrible. Let me tell you, this is gonna get meta for a second. So once I was done recording and the camera was turned off, I sat down and started editing, and I could not sit still. Between my stomach burning and my head just full of thoughts that were just, why did I do this? This was not worth it. What the hell, Tyler? With all of that, I just kind of dealt with it. Of course, after recording, I was Snapchatting and tweeting and everything about how I had a very unhealthy amount of monsters and how I didn't feel good, to which lots of people became really concerned. So tired, maybe I'm allowed to be angry at you. You consume a really unhealthy amount of Monster Energy drinks. It's just not a good thing for you to do. Well, guess what? Nobody asked you. Point is, nobody was proud of what I did. And once the video went up, it got even worse. When the video went up, people were calling me, texting me, coming up to me, and just yelling at me about how, Tyler, that's really bad. Why would you do that? You could have died. Wow, no, I know I could have died. I felt like death. It was not good, and I did not recover from that feeling for about 4 or 5 hours until I completely felt death right in the face and just crashed. What I'm getting to is the night that the video went up, I came into my apartment and little did I know that there was going to be something going on there just for me. I unlock the door to my apartment, walk in, and little do I know that my sweet mate, one of my best friends, and my girlfriend are just sitting there waiting for me to come home. This is one of the best parts and the saddest. They tell me that they're having an intervention for me about Monster Energy, to which I just go along with it because it's been a long day. Why not joke? I don't have a problem. They have a chair in the middle of the room, so they tell me to sit down and then huddle around me. So I go along with it, have some fun. And then it gets really depressing. My sweet mate Jake tells me that this is an intervention and that I have a problem and that there's an issue that's really affecting them. I start going along with it like, yeah man, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't have a problem. I can do anything. It's not my fault they're good. My best friend Chris then interjects with a very heartfelt speech about exactly how he feels. He tells me that this is tearing us apart and that this issue is just getting so bad. He's no longer gonna lend me money to buy Monster Energy. He's no longer gonna support me. He's gonna kick me out. He's basically cutting me off until I stop. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't want to do it. It just kind of happened. Nobody, I think, wants to ingest basically 10 cans of battery acid. But they sat me down, I listened, they preached to me, and then Jake and I had a nice cry. I didn't mean to hurt him, I was hurting all of them, and it wasn't my intention. I was just recording, and it just kind of got a little out of hand, and I told them it would never happen again. And I told them how it was a one-time thing, there was never gonna be something like it again, and I just kept repeating that because it's just how I felt. I told them how I was just trying to get rid of it, and there was no real issue. I had lots of it, and I was just trying to make sure that it was no longer here. They didn't accept that answer though. Instead, they said that they would hold a whole nother one if I even had one more can. And let me tell you, they were not wrong. Every single time that I'm seen with one of the cans, I get yelled at, I get lectured. I've had text messages from all of them asking, what is that? Tyler, don't relapse on this. You're strong. Even just an hour ago, when I bought this, I got yelled at by Chris, who just happened to be eating at the same time. And I told him, I don't have a problem. It is unopened. I can stop anytime I want. So, I will. But I guess I'm working hard towards it. The problem that I have, that's the first step, right? So, I just realized after I was done shooting and cleaning up that I wanted to call someone about the issue. And I don't know if they'll be awake or if they're out at a party or anything like that. But we're gonna try. Let's call Chris.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I have a question for you quickly.
Okay, what is it?
What was your opinion on my issue that I have?
Your monster issue? Are you drinking too much monster?
Yeah, what was your opinion on that?
I personally don't think it's a good idea, because monster is literally like battery acid.
How did it make you feel?
It makes me angry. I'm with my friend Sammy right now, and she says you'd be better off drinking coffee.
Thank you.
And also, one other thing. I know I drink a lot of Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola is healthier than Monster.
We don't need another intervention, I swear.
We do it because we love you, Tyler.
I know, too. Thank you.
Okay, love you, Tyler.
Have a good night.
You too.
If you have any opinions on this topic at all, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. If you liked it, make sure to show your support. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'm Tyler, and until next time, I'll see you around.